I'm Amanda Raquel with AmandaMuxic, Chicago's favorite and friendly voice coach. Hey, it is AmandaMuxic here, your favorite and friendly Chicago voice coach, here doing what I've been doing for the last I don't know how many years, which is preparing you for the biggest stage of your life. Look, one of my biggest heart's joy is transforming artists, transforming singers so that they use their voice to transform the world. And I thought that I'd first let you know, for those of you who are deciding to continue with me on this journey, let me tell you what this ain't. I am not a counselor. I am not made to be a therapist, nor have I ever been. I tried it. I literally went to college for literally 4 weeks and was like, yeah, I can't do this. One, I'm a coach. And the difference between a counselor and a coach is the counselor kind of guides you and helps you decide, you know, do you want to play basketball? Do you want to do tennis? Do you want to be on the chess team? They're helping you chew things and figure out, should you try a Groupon? Do you want to tip your toe in? Like, that's a counselor. The coach is, okay, you on the team now, let's win a game. That's a coach. The coach is, the person is, now that you done spoke to the counselor and you sure this is what you want to do, let me show you how to get up that mountain. So it's like being the difference between a Sherpa and a tour guide, right? People who are, you know, oh my gosh, look at it, so beautiful around here. Thank you, tour guide. Look at, there's Mount Everest. Oh, there's Mount Kilimanjaro. We should go look at some of the volcanoes. Like, that person is a tour guide. You don't have to commit to anything, really. You're just exploring and observing. And that's a wonderful space to be in. The Sherpa, who is not the tour guide, is that joker who's been up the mountain a couple times, been up just Mount Everest, which is not Mount Kilimanjaro. They ain't never been up Mount Kilimanjaro, but they've been up Mount Everest. And so if you, after you take this tour, decide you want to climb Mount Everest, you better find a Sherpa. You better find somebody who's been there, who then took the bruises, who can tell you exactly what the equipment you need, who can let you know, look, the wind ain't right tonight, we're gonna die. Like, you'll get up there and fall all the way apart, because you don't know the climate and the environment is not conducive to us winning. That is what a Sherpa is. The Sherpa is the person who gets you up and down the mountain and usually don't get any credit. I gotta think through this life plan. Maybe I should be a Sherpa, because they don't really get any credit. The white man who always in front get the credit. The Sherpa just be there in a hooded Eskimo jacket somewhere in the back of the picture, like, never smiling. I need to not be the Sherpa. But it's literally their expertise and their experience of getting up and down that mountain several times that helps guide the rest of the team to have a successful journey. So that is who I am. If you want lovey-feely, a little bit more tenderness, a little bit more gentle coercion, some questioning, some, you know, introspective, reflective listening, that is not what I'm here for. So those people, you should go get a Groupon, and you should go to your local, you know, I don't know, public community center and try singing. You should do some karaoke and decide, do I want to do this? But for those of you who are like, look, I have decided this is what I'm going to do with my life, or I have decided I'm interested enough to be able to figure out if this, how would I go about doing this, then you need to just go ahead and just go and get comfortable. Me and you, we BFFs for life. I'm your boo. I'm your Sherpa. Okay, so that's first thing I wanted to get out in the open, because sometimes people come and they're like, well, I don't know. We're looking. We're just, you know, we're interested. What? These are all the wrong words. I'm not built that way. If you're looking, if you're interested, if you're window shopping, there are a number of voice coaches that you can do that with. If you are ready to buy something, if you have a look that you want to achieve, then this store can help you do that. Okay. The second thing that I do want to make sure that we're clear on is that the way that I coach is from a very biblical perspective.
It's working on your case. He's getting ready to bring you out.
which means that I don't know how to keep Jesus out of nothing. I just don't know. I tried. I was like, okay, I'm about to make a whole lot of money when I was in one of my other companies. And so I was going to just try and just be like, you know, cutthroat and just straight to the point. And then I'd be sitting there at the end, folk got whiskey. I'm sitting here witnessing, about to ruin deals because I can see you were going to lose your marriage no matter how much money you got, or you're an alcoholic. And if I just shut my mouth, we could just go home and everybody be rich. But I'm sitting here, you don't look so good. That is not the point, Amanda. You stay focused. So I don't know how to not bring the best out of people. I hate to see people suffering unnecessarily. And so that was one of the greatest attributes about me being a coach. But one of the reasons was because I knew Jesus deeply. And I didn't always. So I was born in the church. And then right around adolescent years, I was like over Christians. I was like, these jokers right here, they don't know how to control their eating. Because everybody was eating chicken and dying from diabetes. That don't make no sense. Praying for healing. It was just like, come on. Folks was acting like they were happily married, but they wouldn't even sit next to each other in church. Kids in between them, looking all scarily mean. He looked castrated. She looked angry. We looking right at you, just so y'all know.
Bruh.
People sleeping together. The young folk was just, you know, it was just like no one seemed to be able to like do it, like live the life. And so I went off to my first company at Howard, and I was like, I'm going to just model while I was in New Orleans, and I'm going to just, you know, I'm going to live free. I'm going to get about this church because they don't know what they're doing. But now I'm around all these famous, successful, sexy people, and them jokers don't know what they're doing either. Let me tell you a story. I'm not going to tell you any names because you're going to be like, what? But a girlfriend of mine who was a model was crying. Her mascara was running. She came to the bathroom, and I had just got through producing New York Fashion Week. And so I'm like, girl, what's going on? We're supposed to be celebrating. What's going on, girl? And I just gave him head. And she's upset that she had just gave fellatio. And a very committed fellatio, I understand her to say. She was focused. So it's one of her best performances. To a gentleman who was at the party, and he came with somebody else that night, and she was thorough because she thought they were like an item. Like that, apparently in her mind, whatever he told her, they were a thing. But apparently, whatever he showed her, they were not. Like that night, they were not a thing. So she was utterly destroyed, as she should have been, because you know it's exhausting doing that type of activity. I'm neither here nor there. The point of the matter is you ain't got nothing else to give once you start giving that part of yourself away. And she was really upset. So I, going, you know, being the loyal friend, gonna go run up on this person who's also famous. And I'm like, gonna be like, how you gonna play my girl like that? And before I can get up to them, they're like snapping on the phone with one of their managers. They're a singer, they're an artist. And they're snapping on the phone about, you stealing my money. How you gonna steal my money? And they're upset with their manager. And I'm in shock because they're like, they look like they're gonna kill somebody, like crazy. They like going in. You know how we are when we like the hands going up and, wait a minute, you not stop talking over me. I'm about to lose my earring. That's what's happening. And so I'm like, maybe I'll talk to him after. I'm not gonna, no, I'm good. I don't wanna interrupt. That's okay. The point is, in that moment, I realized that these people don't know how to be happy either. So I remember literally praying, saying, no, whoever you are, I don't know who you are. Because apparently who I thought you were in this very legalistic space is not who you are. Because these Christians ain't happy. But these world ain't happy either. So I went on a journey looking into all the religions. And then finally I was like, well, you know, whoever you are, can you show yourself to me and just show me the truth? And whoever you are, I will follow you. If you are like, give me the truth. I don't want an answer because you can get plenty of answers. I want the truth. And Christ came to me in a way that he will come to you if you ask for the same thing. And so it was very transparent. It was very clear. And it was very much like, oh, that makes so much sense. Like, how did I miss that? And so I've been rolling with him. I'm like a follower. I'm like, I ain't going nowhere. And it's been through like a lot of hard stuff, but I'm not going anywhere. And so I don't know how to separate him from my coaching because he freed me. Like he freed me from not being my own self. Like he was like, that's not how I made you to be, cutie pie, boo-boo school. I didn't make you like that. So can you stop pretending to be that person? And that's how I end up even becoming an artist with the loving and supportive help of my husband, who's also a pastor, which I also did not sign on. I swear, I'll tell you the one thing about Jesus. The things that you be saying you're not going to do, he be going right down that list. I'm like, let's look at the list of things I do want to do. He like, yeah, we'll start on this side. One of the things was I did not want to marry a pastor, and that meant I ended up marrying a radio jock who decided to accept the call of pastoring once we got married. God is so tricky, but that's a part of my coaching. So you gotta decide, do you want to even deal with all of that? Like, it ain't gonna be like staunchy and suffocating, but it's gonna be there, okay? And if that's cool with you, it's cool with me, okay? So that's point 2. Biblical perspective is where I'm coming from. I'm a Sherpa, not a tour guide, all right? Number 3, look, if you're gonna be mean, if you're gonna be a hater, you're gonna get blocked. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I got a blocking, anointed blocking finger spirit. I know a lot of people believe that Christians are only supposed to be nice, and he is clear. You give both cheeks. Like if he like, bah, you on the one side, God's like, turn the other cheek. And you like, bah, and you get snacked by like a hater, and they really, like, that's 2 cheeks. But I looked at that over and over again. Every scripture cross-reference, it's only 2 cheeks. He don't make you do it no more. So I'm gonna tell you this right now. I am all for disagreeing. Life is not life unless you are exchanging differing, robust perspectives, especially when it comes to big life matters like, what are you gonna do with yourself until you die? You need different perspectives. Who is God and what does he want from you? You need different perspectives, right? But if you're going to be mean with it, if you're going to be nasty, look, I promise you, I'm going to catch you one, and then I'm going to catch you the second time in the spirit, and that's going to be your 2 times. And I'm going to block this. I'm going to block you. I'm going to block you so quick, I'm going to be like, because I ain't got no time.
Denied.
I am so big on creating a space for people to thrive in, like a space for you to like. You having a good time? The best way to learn is either through music or humor. I usually provide both. And so I ain't about education that's like torture. Not for the student and not for me. I'm going to come here for you be throwing eggs and tomatoes at me while I'm up here all day long. I don't come to your office and your job throwing and spewing out little personalities and attitudes and comments for the joy of it. So if that's what you have come here to do, if I catch you, I said what I said. If I catch you, and it's only if I catch you, and I tell you, I'm going to put it out there right now. If I miss you in the natural, I'm going to catch you in the spiritual, and I'm going to block you. That's my 2 cheeks. I'm done, okay? So please be nice. Have your difference of opinions. I love it. Have your questions. I'll answer them. I love all the hearts and smiley face. You ain't got to stop none of that. Send me the love. But don't do nothing nasty. You will get blocked. Okay, lastly, when I'm teaching, I want you to know that you know what I'm talking about. However, I also know that you don't know what I'm talking about. Now, let me tell you what I mean. Everybody know they're supposed to be investing. I should save my money and invest my money. I know, I gotta get to the gym and then I'll lose weight. I know if I want to have abs, I can't have carbs and sugar at 9:30 at night. I know, but you don't know, because if you knew, you'd be doing it. That's what knowing is. Really, like when you know something like, oh, I really am going to get old and not be able to work. I should save and invest. I should learn how that works. And I know it so well that I actually do it. Oh, I know I should go to the gym. Oh, I know he's bad for me. Oh, I know she's not a good friend. But if I really knew it, I'd be in the gym. I'd be working out. I'd find a way to make it a part of my routine. I'd get rid of that guy who drains me. I'd stop picking up the phone and talking to that girl who makes me feel less than who I am. Or that family member. I would find a way to create boundaries so that that person would, if you knew it, you'd do it. Okay? That's why coaches are there. But everybody know until they get under pressure in the game and you like, man, I don't know what to do. Yeah, you don't know what to do. Right? And so the coach who's been there, who can see all the angles, who's probably played a little basketball before they started coaching basketball, you know, that person can see exactly what's going on. But you're in the thick of it. You're like in the middle of it. And you're like, I thought I knew, but I don't know. Right? And so in this way, I kind of like and get to, you know Beyonce. But you don't know Beyonce. Girl! that beehive is about it. And it's hilarious to me because you don't really know her and she sure don't know you. You're not getting no parties. You be like, hey, babe, it's me. It's your number one fan. I be liking all your stuff on Instagram. It's me. Hey, babe, it's me. It's your number one fan. You can do all that. And she be like, she gonna do that. Let's move right here. That's what B gonna do. She be like, because you don't really know her and she don't know you back. So that is the level of coaching we're getting at. Don't tell me, I know that you know, but if you knew it, you'd do it. If you really know what I'm talking about, this wouldn't be a thing that's like theory or in the top of your brain. It would be like actually coming out in your actions. And that's how you know that you know anything. When your actions display that whatever's going on in your brain is coming out of your body. What you know to be true, what you really believe is always coming out in your body. As you have action, your feet and hands are doing it. Not, I know I should cook with less salt. And as you like porns, they said my high blood pressure is bogus. I need to be using that salt. No, I need a little more. You don't know for real that you need to use less salt until you stop pouring that salt out there like that. Okay, are we clear on how this works? Like, you get the ground rules. Be nice. I know that you know everything I'm talking about, but you don't really know it because you be doing it. For those of you who are going to be singers, and for those of you who just want to have like a bang out life. So many of these nuggets that we're going to be covering for only the Lord knows how long, is just going to be like how to do what you said you wanted to do. That's what this is about. You said you wanted to do it. So there are certain things that just got to happen for you to actually fulfill what it is that's in your heart, whatever that dream is. And so if you're an artist or you're just a person who just wants to come along for that ride, baby, get up on that train. Hey, help me do better. Hey, get up on this train. Come on for the ride. It's going to be fun. I promise it's going to be good. It's going to have treats. Already gassed up. We ain't going to be making no unnecessary pit stops. It's going to be straight to the point. And I am so excited because trips are always better when you have good company. Stay tuned.